Welcome back to the 13 Films of Halloween on FilmMaster Reviews. I'm Adam J. I'm excited to get these last two reviews up for this event, considering how incredibly late they are. And today we're going to talk about the newest slasher film to hit theaters, Hellfest. The film sees a group of friends going to a special haunted house event and being stalked by a killer. As the murders happen, no one suspects a thing as they believe it is all part of the show. Now, to be perfectly honest, I was kind of hyped for this film because original slasher films are usually straight to DVD nowadays. This was an original slasher film that was actually going to be in theaters, so I was kind of pumped for it. Slasher films are just in short supply nowadays, and we really need to turn that around. And Hellfest, based on the trailer, seemed like it had the decent ingredients to bring some more blood back into slasher cinema. Sadly, I forgot about Hellfest the second it was over. Hellfest represents one of the most forgettable slasher films in recent memory. I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, I like the premise, one of the actors. Yeah, you know what? It's just a bad movie. The biggest issue with Hellfest right off the bat is that the entire premise of it doesn't make any sense if you stop to actually think about it. When someone's murdered in one of the houses in this film, they're the only ones there. This doesn't add up because when you have a popular haunted house attraction like the one depicted in this film, the workers there aren't going to send people in a few at a time. They send people in one directly behind the other. Anyone who has been to one of these events can pretty much tell you it's pretty much a nut-to-butt conga line. Not to mention, events like this always have workers inside to make sure that no one gets hurt. And they never go out of their way to really explain this in the film. Like, why are there no people inside the houses? Why are there no workers inside these haunted houses? Why are only the main characters the ones allowed in the house? Now, if these characters had snuck into this park after hours, then this would make sense. They could get around this huge plot hole, but they're going in while this place is crowded, so it makes no sense that they'd be the only ones inside these houses. Characters in this movie are not interesting. At all! They are the most bland, stock, boring characters you can have in a movie like this. None of them left any impact, most of them were completely interchangeable, and I did not care if any of them died. This movie had 5 writers. You'd think at least one of them would take a little effort in making sure that we care about these people. They're not people that I wanted to see get out okay, nor are they people that I really wanted to watch die. I just sat there going, live, die, whatever, just get this fucking movie over with. Hellfest honestly feels like one of those generic slasher films that came out at the height of Friday the 13th's popularity. Like Final Exam, Mother's Day, or Graduation Day, or any one of those films. However, the difference here is that those films had a certain charm to them, as they were made with little to no money. And the most people paid for were the makeup effects. Hell, there were some of those movies where the actors weren't even getting paid. These people were such unknowns that they were just happy to have a job. Everyone and their mother was making these movies back in the day. But the thing is, you can clearly see the passion in those films. Passion from people who were up and coming in the industry and really wanted to make a name for themselves despite not having money. Hellfest was made for $5.5 million. Where did the money go? Really? The only passion it displays is really for its sets, which honestly aren't even that interesting. They hype Hellfest up as being like, oh, it's the scariest haunted house in the United States. It's so scary. It's so scary. Even the worst house at Halloween Horror Nights, it's Blumhouse in case you're wondering, was scarier than anything you saw here. Like, honestly, if I went to this event, I'd probably just laugh, sit down, and say to myself, God, I wish I was doing something productive. The kills aren't anything impressive, nor is the killer for that matter. The movie goes for this ending that I guess was trying to be shocking. And while I liked the idea of the way it ended, by that point, I was well past giving a shit. It was the definition of too little too late, which is probably how half my fans are seeing this video right now. I actually wanted to like this movie, guys. I wanted to come out of this and say I had a fun slasher movie experience. Sadly, that did not happen. I'm giving Hellfest a D-. Such a forgettable and boring film. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more.
You came here to be scared, right? I can't arrest people for doing their job. Welcome to Hellfest.